Hello everyone. So today I wanted to discuss this very fun book, a fun little book by Carlo Cipolla. I think it's an Italian name, so sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. This book, it's called The Basic Laws of Human Stupidity, and it's a very funny book, maybe profound, but it's quite funny. And you can see Nassim Nicholas Taleb has also praised this book multiple times. This is a hardcover edition, but this is roughly 80 pages long, very small book. So I thought I should just give you a summary of this incredible book. Basically in this book he talks about, first of all, what is human stupidity according to the author, and what are the basic laws. So there are 4 basic laws according to this author, through which we can recognize human stupidity. So let's just go through the first law, the first basic law, in which the author says that always and inevitably everyone underestimates the number of stupid individuals in circulation. So if I ask you, if I point to a crowd and ask you, out of these 100 individuals, how many do you think are stupid individuals? And you come up with a number, say 60%, 70%. You will always be underestimating the number of stupid people. So yeah, it defies logic. So that's the first basic law. The second basic law is this: the probability that a certain person be stupid is independent of any other characteristic of that person. So this is I think a well-known, you can vouch for this also. This is I think it's a common concept in psychology. What was it called? I think the spotlight effect, that we tend to view individuals who are good at something, and we tend to assume that he or she may be good at other things also, but it is completely independent. So here it's just another version, that a person can be very intellectual, very smart or athletic or whatever, but he or she can also be very stupid. So yeah, that this law, I think it's quite true. The third law, let's see, the third and the golden basic law. So here he defines what is human stupidity. A stupid person is a person who causes losses to another person or to a group of persons, while himself deriving no gain and even possibly incurring losses. So according to this whole book, a stupid person is one who not only causes losses to himself but also to others. That, according to him, is the stupid person. And the fourth basic law, the final law, is this: that non-stupid people always underestimate the damaging power of stupid individuals. And basically he's saying that you shouldn't associate with stupid person. If you're a non-stupid person, constantly you should not no, he's saying basically under any circumstance you should not deal or associate it with stupid people, because it turns out to be a costly mistake. So here I think it is it may be author's personal experience speaking, but you can't obviously avoid someone, whether they are stupid or not. And it's a very, I think, narrow definition, but it's still quite good, because let me show you the graph. One graph here is shared by the author, and you can see there are 2 axes, x and y. So the x-axis here, I hope it's clear. The x-axis here says it represents gains or losses to self. So in the positive quadrant, on the x-axis it's gain to yourself. In the y-axis it's gain to others. And similarly, y negative graph, it shows losses to others, and x negative means losses to self. So based on that, there are 4 quadrants. Now let's start with this, how the author has defined the stupid person. A stupid person then is someone who causes loss to himself, so x negative, and to others also, y negative. So according to the author, this is, you should avoid these people at any cost. Or though I don't think this is quite possible, and people's personalities are obviously flexible. On some day they may be stupid, some day they may be on another graph, but anyway, then we move on to B. B here is bandit. There are some sort of people which the author has named as bandit. These people they at least seek some benefits for themselves while causing losses to others. So these type of people are bandits. So the author is basically saying that even bandits are better than stupid people, because at least they are getting some sort of benefit here. Then we move on to, let's move on to this ground, H. H is the helpless sort of people, because these sort of people, they gladly accept losses to their own self while benefiting the society, while benefiting others. So maybe you know someone who, you can say these people like suffering, for others, at least for others. And it may be intentional, maybe not. There are many people who willingly, risk their lives for others. So I don't think you can call them helpless, but maybe you can read it as that there is some benefit to self while risking others also, because of reputation or just inherent goodness. But okay, so there is H type of people, and finally there is I type of people, which is intelligent. These people, he, I think, calls them the best, because while looking after themselves, gains for themselves and gains to others also. So the total opposite is the stupid people, these type of. And there is some complexity here also, because the author divides this quadrant into two and this quadrant into two. So that's all that I wanted to discuss here. It's a small book, but I thought it was quite costly, and only 4 basic laws need to be discussed. Oh yeah, there is a 5th basic law also, but it's only a detail on this. So yeah, there is a graph here, and nothing much. A stupid person is more dangerous than a bandit. I think that's all that he has discussed. And finally, as a a punchline to a joke, the author has added some pages, some basic graphs which we can use to identify the type of people that we meet and put them in which type of graph do they belong to. So I personally see this book as more of a joke, but I don't know, some people think it's very profound. So that's all I wanted to share. So please read it if you haven't, and if you have read it, please discuss, share, and thank you. Happy reading.